Have you ever met someone who gave you just enough attention to keep you hoping? Just enough warmth to make you stay? Just enough distance to make you chase? Just enough of the good moments to make the painful ones feel worth enduring? And when that relationship ended, you told yourself it would never happen again. Then it happened again. Different person, different name, different face. Same story, and somewhere in the back of your mind, a question has been sitting quietly for a long time. Why do I keep finding this person? The answer is not what most people expect. It is not about bad luck. It is not about low standards. It is not even really about the other person at all. It is about something your brain learned long before you were old enough to question it. And once you see it, the pattern finally starts to make sense. Most people believe they fall for emotionally unavailable people by accident. Wrong place, wrong timing, bad luck. But psychology tells a different story entirely. The people we feel drawn to are rarely random. The ones who pull us in before we even understand why are almost never accidents. They match a template. A template your brain built early in life from the relationships it observed and experienced before you had any choice in the matter. And here is the part that changes everything. Your brain does not search for what is good for you. It searches for what is familiar. And for many people, emotional inconsistency is the most familiar feeling in the world. Here is what the pattern looks like from the inside. You meet someone, the connection feels electric, intense, different from anything you have felt before. They are magnetic, a little mysterious, sometimes completely present and sometimes completely gone. And that push and pull does not feel like a warning sign. It feels like chemistry. It feels like passion. It feels like proof that something real is happening. So you lean in, you invest, you give more of yourself, hoping that consistency will follow. Hoping that if you are patient enough, present enough, loving enough, the distance will close. Sometimes it does, briefly. And those moments feel extraordinary. Then it opens again. And you find yourself working harder, analyzing more, wondering what you did wrong. Adjusting yourself to fit a space that keeps shifting. This is not a character flaw. This is a pattern. And patterns always have an origin. The brain does something remarkable in early childhood. It builds a model of what relationships feel like, not what they should feel like, what they actually feel like in the environment it grows up in. If love in that environment was warm and consistent, the brain learns that safety and closeness go together. But if love in that environment was unpredictable, sometimes present and sometimes withdrawn, sometimes warm and sometimes cold, the brain learns something different. It learns that love and uncertainty belong together. That longing is part of connection. That working for someone's attention is what caring looks like. That the relief of finally receiving warmth after a period of distance is what intimacy feels like. This is not a conscious lesson. The child does not decide this. The brain simply maps what it repeatedly experiences and files it under the category of love. And decades later, when that person stands in front of someone who is consistently warm, consistently available, consistently present, something strange happens. It does not feel like love. It feels flat, safe, but uninspiring, like something is missing. Because the brain is waiting for the signal it was trained to recognize, the uncertainty, the chase, the relief. And when someone emotionally unavailable walks into the room, every single signal fires at once. This feels right. This feels like love. In the 1950s, a psychologist named B.F. Skinner discovered something deeply important about reward systems. He found that the most powerful form of reward was not constant reward. It was not even frequent reward. It was unpredictable reward. When a reward arrives sometimes but not always with no clear pattern, the brain becomes almost unable to stop seeking it. The uncertainty does not reduce the desire, it amplifies it. This is the psychology behind gambling. The slot machine does not pay every time. It pays unpredictably. And that unpredictability is what makes it impossible to walk away from. Now place that inside a relationship. A partner who is consistently warm is comforting but predictable. The brain adjusts to it, and the intensity levels out. A partner who is sometimes extraordinary and sometimes completely withdrawn creates something the brain cannot categorize or resolve. Every moment of warmth becomes evidence that the good version exists. Every moment of distance becomes a puzzle to solve. The brain keeps returning, keeps hoping, keeps investing because the reward is real. It just keeps arriving unpredictably. And the chase begins to feel indistinguishable from love. This is the discovery most people are not ready to hear. When someone genuinely available shows up, someone consistent, someone who calls when they say they will, someone whose feelings are clear and stable, many people feel almost nothing. Not because the person is wrong for them, but because their nervous system does not recognize it as love yet. A nervous system trained on emotional inconsistency is calibrated for high alert, for reading signals, for managing uncertainty, for the relief that comes after tension. Consistent love does not trigger that system. It feels quiet, even, safe. And to a nervous system that learned to associate love with intensity, quiet feels like the absence of something rather than the presence of something better. So the person who could actually offer real partnership gets labeled as too available, too easy, lacking spark, while the one who keeps them guessing continues to feel irresistible. This is not a preference. It is a calibration, and calibrations can be recalibrated. But only once you understand that what felt like chemistry was actually familiarity wearing chemistry's clothes. So look at how this plays out. The brain searches for what is familiar. Emotional inconsistency feels like home. The intermittent reward deepens the attachment. Healthy love feels unfamiliar, so it gets dismissed. And the cycle continues. New person, same dynamic. And each time it ends, the conclusion the brain draws is not that the pattern is the problem. The conclusion is that you simply have not found the right person yet. So the search continues, and the template remains unchanged. This is why telling someone to just choose better people does not work. You cannot consciously override an unconscious template simply by deciding to. The template has to be seen first, named, understood, and then, slowly, with new experiences that contradict it, updated. Here is the thing that changes everything. The problem was never that you loved the wrong people. The problem is that your definition of love was written in a language you did not choose. A language where love means longing, where connection means uncertainty, where the relief of being chosen after being kept waiting feels more real than being chosen quietly and consistently from the beginning. That definition is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Because once you can see the template, you can begin to question it. You can start to notice when intensity is being mistaken for depth, when chemistry is actually just familiarity, when the person who feels electric is triggering a pattern rather than building something new. And you can begin, slowly, to stay a little longer with the person who feels quiet and safe, to let consistency become familiar, to let calm become the new signal for love rather than the thing you mistake for absence. The goal is not to lower your standards. The goal is to raise your definition of what love is allowed to feel like, of what you are allowed to expect, of what choosing you, fully and without conditions, actually looks like. Your brain was not broken when it built this template. It was doing exactly what brains do, learning from what it experienced, mapping what it saw, filing it under love because that is the word that surrounded it. The pattern you keep repeating is not evidence of weakness. It is evidence of a very loyal nervous system, still following instructions that were written for a much younger version of you. And the moment you understand that, something shifts. You stop asking, why do I keep falling for the wrong people? And you start asking something more useful. What would it feel like to let someone actually choose me? That question is the beginning of everything. If you recognized yourself somewhere in this video, you are beginning to see a pattern that most people spend their entire lives inside without ever naming, but this is only one layer. Because beneath the template, beneath the intermittent reward, beneath the nervous system calibration, there is an older question still running, one that decides who feels safe enough to love in the first place. Next week, we go there. Subscribe to the Human Signals, because the more clearly you see the pattern, the less power it has to repeat itself. I will see you in the next